car tour that is so special because I am in Michigan in Chevy headquarters because we are looking at the 2025 Chevrolet Equinox, which has been completely redesigned. This is the 4th generation behind me. We have an all new trim level called the Activ, and then I'm gonna also show you the RS today. It is fresher, it is bolder, and I cannot wait to show you more. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. And let's go take our tour. I am inside the 2025 Chevy Equinox Activ trim. This is an all new trim level, and it is so cool. So right away, we have these mixed material seats. It's Evotex and a blend of suede, and they feel really nice. You even have Activ badging in your headrest. So the Activ trim is the first outdoor inspired trim level from Chevy and the Equinox. And keep watching, because after I look at the Activ trim, I'm gonna take you over and look at the RS and show you how they're different. In the driver's seat, I have an 11-inch driver information center and an 11.3-inch color touchscreen that is really intuitive and easy to use. The engineers at Chevy said one of the best things about this new infotech is that it is so intuitive. You'll also notice that they've taken the gear shifter, made it electronic, and put it up here on the column like I showed you in the new Tahoe and Suburban, which people really like. And since you don't have it here anymore, it leaves you a lot of open space. We have a pass-through, we have tons of storage, and it just feels a little bit more open in the cockpit. The other thing we have is the climate is pulled out here, but you can still control it from your screen. We have a wireless charging pad, which is on its side, which I do like that. Your 2 cup holders, and we have 2 different drive modes that you can toggle with this dial. We have normal and we have snow. We have good storage under the armrest, and we have the round air vents, which looks cool. We have nice soft touch surfaces, and it's just really sporty in here. I'm liking it. I gotta be honest with you, the last gen Equinox wasn't my favorite. It wasn't necessarily my style. This looks very much like a smaller version of the new Traverse, or maybe a larger version of the new Trax. This is 2.5 inches wider. It has a wider wheelbase, which is going to give you a more comfortable ride, and it's also taller, so you're going to have more headroom. But right now, I want to show you the back seat, because this is a true 5-passenger vehicle. So let's go check it out. In the back, we have another opportunity to look at these mixed material seats, which are the Evotex and the micro suede kind of blend, and they're really comfortable. There's good bolstering, and they feel good. We have heated seats in the back. And one thing I want to mention for this next gen Equinox, the 2025, Chevrolet listened to a lot of feedback and what consumers were adding to cars and what they were asking for. So they have made standard on every single trim level heated seats and a heated steering wheel. Hallelujah! Because I'm one of those people, I live in North Carolina and I know it doesn't get that cold. I still want heated seats and I still want a heated steering wheel, and I use it all the time. So that's gonna be standard, that's gonna be awesome. You do have a headrest in every seating position, making this a true 5-passenger vehicle. Like I was saying, you have 2 sets of lower tether latches here, armrest with 2 cup holders, pretty standard, but it feels good. And I will say you have 2 USB-C charging ports right here. You'll notice that these seats are a little bit indented where my legs are, so that it just gives me a little bit more leg room. And let's see, I didn't ask, these are not on rails, so they are stationary. And I still have fantastic headroom. I just wanted to show you the headroom, just in case you couldn't see it because I have that busted tripod. But there's a ton of headroom, and there's really great leg room, and this is the indention that I was talking about. Visually, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's definitely indented. I like it, so let's go check out the cargo room. In the back, you have an approach hands-free opening, which means if you were to have the key on you and you approach the vehicle, it will open. This is a pre-production vehicle and I'm in a studio, so that function doesn't work, but it's there. So in the back, we have tons of cargo room, and this lifts up, so you have tons of storage. There's a spare tire under here. You'll notice you have 3 sets of top tethers, and you have a light on each side. Design-wise, I want you to notice that the back of the new 2025 Equinox is boxier, it's bolder, and that's gonna give you just more room. It's a design enhancement to look good, but it's also functional. You do have fully LED lights back here, which look sharp, and your black Activ trim. This comes standard in body color, but you do have the option to upgrade to a white top. So I want you to let me know in the comments, what do you think about a two-tone? I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I'm gonna show you the RS, and you also have the same option to do a two-tone there, and that would be black, a black top. I don't really know. One of the other things that's unique to the Activ trim is this grille. So you do have the gloss black grille with the black bow tie, and you're gonna see subtle differences between this grille and the RS. This is gonna have more black, it's gonna be more sporty. RS is gonna have more like smoky chrome. But the inspiration for this grille is taken from Chevy trucks. The Silverado, the Tahoe. It's bolder, and it's kind of been lifted and broadened. They call it broader shoulders, just to give it a more dominant position on the road. And I think it looks sharp. This Activ trim level is gonna come with all-terrain tires on 17-inch aluminum wheels. Under the hood of the front-wheel drive version, you have a 1.5-liter turbo engine that makes 175 horsepower and generates 203 pound-feet of torque. If you have an all-wheel drive, that's going to be an 8-speed automatic transmission. I do want to mention that the front-wheel drive can tow 800 pounds, and with an all-wheel drive vehicle, properly equipped, you can tow 1,500 pounds. Let me know what you think of the Activ trim of the Equinox. There's no pricing yet, but I will update the post once we know more. And this is the 2025 Chevy Equinox RS. You're gonna have your signature RS badging. You're gonna have this bold black gloss grille, and you have this dark, I call it smoked out chrome, which looks sharp. This comes standard with 19-inch wheels, but you can upgrade for the first time ever with Equinox and get a 20-inch wheel, which I think looks really great. In true RS fashion, you have more black accents, like your side view mirrors, and this has standard 19-inch wheels, but for the first time ever on Equinox, you can upgrade to a 20-inch wheel, which I think looks really great. This also is standard body colored, but you can choose to do two-tone and get the black top if that's your thing. Let me know if that's your thing. For the first time ever, you can upgrade these to 20-inch wheels. It's standard 19-inch. And you notice that you still have these black accents all the way around. This is a body colored standard, but you can upgrade if you want a two-tone roof and you want yours in black. Under the hood of a front-wheel drive vehicle, you have a 1.5-liter turbo engine that makes 175 horsepower and generates 203 pound-feet of torque. If this was an all-wheel drive, it does come with a standard 8-speed automatic. One of the things I want you to look at is this wheel well. It's kind of squared off and not the traditional round wheel well. That's a mouthful to get out. But this is taken from Chevy trucks. More bold, more substantial, and just giving this whole side profile just a more aggressive look. Just like this design element here and here. It's visually interesting, but it also just has a more bold appearance, and I like it. And let's go look at the back, because it doesn't stop there. This does have a hands-free lift gate, so if you were to have the key on you as you approach the vehicle, it will open for you, but we're in a studio and it's not turned on right now, so bear with me. Before we open it though, I just want you to look at the proportions. It's wider, boxier, and bolder. And it's boxier to give you more storage and more cargo space, which I appreciate always. Carry all the things. So let's look in the back. As you can see, they've put some golf clubs in here. I have a cooler over there, but I don't know if I really want to lug it in here. You get the point. This is spacious. And we have the same subfloor here with a spare tire underneath. You have illumination on each side, which I like to see what I'm doing, and your 3 top tethers to help with your car seat installation. Notice too, these taillights have had a complete overhaul. They're beautiful LEDs that just really have a sharp design. I'm standing right in the middle of them. Let me step out of the way. But I like it. So not only do we have a new design, in the 2025 Equinox. But we have new tech. You have an 11-inch fully digital driver information center and an 11.3-inch color touchscreen right here, which is incredibly intuitive. So if you were to get into your brother's car or your friend or somebody jumped in your car to drive it, in the 2025 Equinox, it wouldn't take you long to figure out how to use the screen. You can control your climate from your screen, or it's also pulled out. And notice this, everybody goes wild when they find out. They now have an electronic gear shifter they put up here on the column. They've taken it out of here, and since it's electronic, that means you have all of this space opened up. So we now have a pass-through, more storage here, a USB and a USB-C charging port. What is that? Oh, there was an object approaching on the right side, and it was Connie Peters who's looking at the Activ. A USB and a USB-C charging port. You have your wireless charging pad that's is this horizontal? Whatever. Goes in this way, which I think is cool. And you have two drive modes that you can toggle with this knob. You have normal and snow. Your two cup holders, an extra little storage, plenty of storage up here with a little removable tray. And in the RS, you have these Evotex seats. I'll probably mispronounce that, Evotex seats. You have your RS in the headrest. Look at this pretty trim. You have both red and blue throughout the stitching on these seats, which I think looks really sharp. Also for the RS, you can see it just has a sporty elevated feel. I love the red accents all over. In the RS, you also have a flattened off steering wheel, which really helps you for leg clearance getting in and out of the car. And the round vents, which are cool. So it feels really good in here. And let me show you what the second row looks like in this. In the second row, your passengers are gonna have plenty of leg room and really good headroom. We also have, oh, if I can get it, we also have an armrest with two cup holders. Each position does have a headrest, which I like. Your vents are right here in your console, and you have standard heated seats, like I mentioned with the Activ, in every trim level for the 2025 Equinox. I love that. You also have two sets of lower latches to help with your car seat install, and these seats are set up on a 60-40 split, and they go flat. So just in case you need extra cargo above and beyond what you had back there, you got it. So let me know what you think of the completely redesigned 2025 Chevy Equinox. And if you like this video, hit subscribe. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram at Real Mom Car Tours and at realmomcartours.com. Thanks for watching.